What's up? What's up, you guys? What's up? What I do with my pencil? Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to my channel, Burnett Perkins Empire. You already know. Okay. So we're gonna get ready to get into this video. My phone is charging and I'm 1 minute late. So with that being said, I'm starting because if you go over, I don't want to go over. Let me just put it like that. I don't want to go over. So let's get ready to get into this video. Darius is doing it over here for the girls. For the girls. So y'all, what's about to get ready to happen is um this is my part two to Darius part one. It's gonna say part one at the bottom, but basically I'm making it my part two. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna try to go back and change it to part two, right? So Darius is gonna get ready to get into a little bit of more details about him coming out and telling how he feel about it. And hmm, he says a part two. I'm gonna put it like that. So he just come pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, he's pretty much coming out, and I'm happy. And I'm so happy for him. Very proud of Darius for doing this. And Darius is not the only one that came out here. There's quite a few other channels out here, y'all, that have been coming out and have came out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago to tell their story about what happened to them and why they are the way that they are, and this is it's not hilarious, but I'm just I'm amazed. I'm like I said, a lot of kids kind of feel that way when they're young. And like I made it clear that it's not necessary to say that they've been fit or fatter or with. I call it fit or fatter due to the fact that YouTube is so funky out here. They pinpoint everything, what you say and what you do, and put a red sign, dollar sign up there, or caution sign. So you have to be very careful out here, but they don't catch the stuff that need to be caught out here. You feel where I'm coming from? But anyway, I'm gonna say fit or fatter when they were small. You get what I'm saying? So let's get ready to get into this video, and I'm not gonna be on here very long. Okay, let's go.
I'm not going to give you the read the encyclopedia to you right now. That'll come later on in the video. I promise to make it as interesting as possible. But basically, the reason how I know or knew from for a very long time that I was gay is that starting from the beginning, kindergarten. So in kindergarten, I met this boy, and and it's really funny because I know he's not watching, but I still feel so weird and like talking about any of this. But I saw this boy in my elementary school.
I'm gonna stop right there. Okay, let me stop there because I want to say something. Okay, y'all heard the young man say it started when he was in elementary, when he was in school. Um, when you like something, you like it. When you see something and you like it, you like it. He didn't know what the world was going on, and when children are in school, little bit of school, okay, I call it a little bit of school, but when they in kindergarten and stuff like that, they start they don't catch feelings, but they see something that they like. They're just like they see candy in the store, and I guess y'all may say, no, but that's different. And yeah, it is different. But if it's something that they like, they like it. Like he just said, it started when he was a little boy, and he seen this other little boy, and he liked it, a little boy, you know. And some kids are more advanced than other ones. You feel me? And y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's true that a lot of these kids is more advanced than others. So, we're not going to pretend like they're not. But let me say this before I get into this video. I don't condone this, but I I'm not here to judge at all, because what Gay people go through bisexual, trans, or whatever, whatever. That's between them and God. You get what I'm saying? My thing is that God said love one another, and that's just what I'm going to do. God said it. I didn't say it. Love one another. But whatever they got going on, it's between them and God. Okay? Not us, not we, but them. Them. Okay? Let's get into it. I'm gonna go back just a little bit.
So I am gay, but I'm also black, and that experience looks very different than a white gay person or a black straight person, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so, or you can have multiple intersectionalities, right? I'm not going to give you the read the encyclopedia to you right now. That'll come later on in the video. I promise to make it as interesting as possible. But basically, the reason how I know or knew from for a very long time that I was gay is that starting from the beginning, kindergarten. So in kindergarten, I met this boy, and and it's really funny because I know he's not watching, but I still feel so weird and like talking about any of this. But I saw this boy in my elementary school class or whatever, and now knowing a lot more than I did then, I immediately was attracted to him. And you guys, I want you to really think about this. I'm in elementary school, okay? I haven't gone through puberty yet. It's not like I'm sexually attracted to him. I'm not trying to go and do anything with him at all. But I wanted to be around him. Like, I wanted to be his friend. I just think really innocent Darius, like not, I'm not thinking about anything vulgar at all because I don't even know vulgar things exist. I'm probably like, I don't even know what age I am, 5 or 6 or whatever years old. So I'm hanging out with him constantly. Like, I really wanted to be his friend. I just liked being around him, let's say. And then one day, this was before middle school. So we're a little bit older now at this point. I'm with him. I'm talking to him or whatever. Still his friend. I was friends with other people too. It's not like I always hung around him, but I liked being around him rather. We were on the bus, and I told him, I was like, I like you. And he was like, okay, I like you too. And he thought that I meant platonically. And I, at the time, assumed that I meant it like that too. And then so I'm sitting there, I think I'm like, okay, well.
See, you can hear this was a confused child. But by Darius being an adult now at this present moment, he understand, he got it. But like I said, as a child, he didn't know. He didn't know. You just heard him say, he didn't know, you know?
Or whatever, still his friend. I was friends with other people too. It's not like I always hung around him, but I liked being around him rather. We were on the bus, and I told him, I was like, I like you. And he was like, okay, I like you too. And he thought that I meant platonically. And I, at the time, assumed that I meant it like that too. And then so I'm sitting there, I think I'm like, okay, well, he's saying he likes me too, but I don't think it's the same. I was like, I like you, but I think I like you in the way that girls are supposed to like guys. Mm-hmm. I think it's like that. Mm-hmm. And he was like, okay. And I could tell he thought that was, let me take a sip of
my. Taking a sip, honey. Darius.
Anyways, I could tell he thought that was very weird. But like, again, we're children, and we're not like thinking anything like, he definitely thought it was weird. I'm not gonna say he didn't, but like we don't know much about any of that. And I'm saying we because I didn't know nothing at all. I was like, I think I just like blurted it out. Like, I think I like you in the way that girls are supposed to like guys. Mm-hmm. And so then he was like, okay, well, no, don't do any of that actually. And I said, oh, okay. And then he proceeded to be like vile, actually. For a short period of time, he was very, very mean to me. And I didn't think anything of it. It's not like I was so hurt, but I was just like, this is weird that he's doing that now. But again, I also didn't know how to defend myself. I didn't know like what being gay was. I didn't know anything at the time at all. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I lost a friend. And so after that, I saw a video online talking about how you shouldn't use the word gay as an insult. And after watching that video, I was like, what does gay mean? And so then I saw all of these people talking about how they were gay, and they were my age too, which I think is so interesting because they were like, they had so much more intellectual understanding about things in life in general than I had at the time. And they were 13, 14, maybe 15 years old. I was probably, again, I was 12 when I was watching this video and all of these other videos subsequently. And
So, I mean, that's good to know. That's good to know that he did address that he was 12. I mean, we already know back then, kids didn't know anything about getting on the internet, but baby, by the time a child is born and turned 3 weeks old, baby, they already got a phone and laying beside them with baby shark do 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 do. The mother just throw the phone over there and let them look for it for their damn self. I'm being funny, y'all, okay? So anyway, but like I was saying, he didn't, I'm glad that he did clear it up to say, hey, I looked this up when I was 12. Because this is a smart, intelligent young man. This guy is not dumb by long, not by a long shot, okay? We clearly know that if you've been following B Love and he been coming, because there was sometime or another, Darius even had to come out here and defend his mother as well from some intruders, some unwanted, you know. But anywho, let's get to the video.
They were talking about how they were gay and how their parents, they don't know how their parents are going to react to it, or some of them are already out and talking about how their parents did react to it. And a lot of those videos, I try to go back and look for some of them. A lot of them are taken down now, which I think is so interesting how, like,
yeah. I'm not saying yes that they are being taken down, but I think I said in my other video as well that, hey, a lot of kids are afraid to tell their parents. They are terrified. But the thing about it, their parents know, but they just waiting on their child to come and tell them so they can express themselves how they feel. Some of it come out positive, some of it come out negative. But I'm gonna share something with y'all. About 2 years ago, I watched this video, and I think it was on TikTok. And this young man called his mom in his bedroom, and she went back there. He was in the kitchen. He called his mom and said, "Mom, I need to talk to you." And he talked to his mother. He told his mom, he said, "Mom," he said, I love you." She said, "Well, I love you too." He said, "Do you really, really, really love me?" She said, "Yes, I really, really love you." And he looked at her, y'all. He looked up in her face. He was real tall little young man. And he looked her in her face, y'all. And as he looking her in her face, he said, "Mom." She said, "Yes, yes, dear. Yes, yes." He said, "I need to tell you something that's very, very important." She said, "Okay, go ahead." I mean, y'all, they face to face looking at each other. He said, "Mom," he said, "I'm gay." And she said, "Oh," she said, "I knew that." She said, "I knew that." I don't know if y'all seen that video. She said, "I knew that." She said, "I already knew that. You didn't have to tell me that. I know. I knew." She said, "I was just waiting on you to tell me." She said, "I wasn't going to ask you. I wasn't going to pressure you." She said, "I was waiting on you to tell me." And she embraced her son, y'all, with so much love. She held him. He was crying. She was crying. And she was like, "It's okay. It's okay. Mama love you. Mama's here for you. No matter what. No matter what. Mama is here for you." And I'm pretty sure that when Darius told B, she knew. I was gonna say it probably took her by surprise. She knew her baby was like that. She knew. A mama knows they children. A mother knows they child inside and out. They know what they child. And I know y'all gonna say, well, not all mama don't know their children. They do, whether it's a good thing, whether it's a bad thing, whether it's a terrible thing, it may be horrible, it may be successful, but a mother do know her child. She know what he will and will not do. She knows what her daughter will and will not do, and what they're capable of doing. Sometime I guess, it may slip through them, it may go over their head, and they be in disbelief to say, you know what? Mm, mm, mm. That's all a mother can do is hold her head down and shake it. I can't believe it. Not my child. My child. Wow. Wow. But I ain't gonna get too deep into this. Now let's get into this video. I'm about to end it real soon.
They just like took down those videos after being so vulnerable at 13 years old, which is so commendable to be that young and to understand your sexuality. But I'm watching these videos and I'm thinking, okay, well, I feel like what they're describing is me too. I didn't think anything of it. They were talking about how and all of them were guys. I didn't see probably any videos of girls who were lesbian talking about it. But they were all guys, and they were saying, yeah, so I'm gay and I like boys and this and that. And I was thinking in my head, like, I feel like I like boys too. Like I have to. Like I don't think that I don't want to. At this point, I'm a little bit older than when I was originally. Like in first when I was 5 or 6 or whatever. Sorry, I'm so flustered. I have so much to say and I don't know how to get it out. But I knew that I was something other than straight. Again, not knowing what gay was or anything the LGBTQ community was. And so I was like, okay, well, let me just like watch some more of these videos and figure out what they're talking about, like, or whatever. And then I was like, yeah, so I like guys in the same way that they're talking about this. It's so weird because literally naturally stumbled upon this video. I already had these, so because don't try it. I already had these feelings, obviously, like I told you, since I was 5 or 6 years old. And I never really liked girls ever. I thought that they were pretty. I thought that women could be beautiful or girls could be beautiful. And that's the extent. That's literally all that it was. I think it was in the same way as a girl thinks, or a woman thinks now, who's a straight woman, who thinks, a woman can be pretty.
And I'm gonna pause there and I'm gonna say this right here, because I want to say gays, the gay community have took over. You cannot say anything negative about a gay person. It hurts, especially if you have a business or you have a money. You very financed. Let me put it like that. If you very financed, baby. If you love your job and you love making money, you cannot say anything about lesbian, LGBT, gays, and nothing like that, because you will lose everything you worked so hard for. Because nowadays, a lot of billionaires and millionaires, they are gay, lesbian, and all that. You feel where I'm coming from? And they would come together. That makes sense. They would come together. They don't need no help. You feel where I'm coming from? They don't need no help from nobody. Okay? Nobody. They're not gonna go out there and say, oh, help us do this. No, they're gonna come together as one unit. As one unit. They coming together. They sending out emails, they making phone calls to top dogs. Come out here and say something negative about them if you want to, and see what you get shut down. That's including your platform. Huh? That's including your platform. Whatever platform you have. You come out better saying something about an elder. And barely can say something about that. You come out here and say something about a child. Barely can say something about that. You'll get away with it, but you're not gonna get away talking about LBGT, gay, lesbian, dykes. Not gonna happen. No, not gonna happen. Let's finish up this video.
Pretty, or like, oh, she's pretty or whatever. I thought that, and for a period of time, I thought that that's what being straight was. I thought that that's what I was supposed to be thinking. It's like, okay, this girl's pretty, and I'm gonna marry a girl one day. And that's all that was going through my mind. And I was like, I actually don't like girls at all, because I was thinking like, I just don't like girls in the way that I like boys. Like, it's just a different experience to me. Again, I don't think at that time I had even gone through puberty yet, but I definitely was like, I don't know, I don't really like, or want to be around girls in the same way that I like guys. And so essentially, that's when I knew the Zillennials, which is what I like to call myself, the people who are like really, really old, really old Gen Z right now, kind of pioneered the social media age, kind of what it is now, right? I was just like interested in like what being gay was, because I was like, this is so weird, because I obviously do like boys. I always like boys, and now I'm seeing that there's other people that exist that do as well, right? And that's why I think it's so imperative for children to understand that there is more than just being straight, because I don't even know where I would be at. Not that.
Okay, I'm gonna stop there, because when he said something he just said just rushed, it clicked in my head. Do y'all remember? Drop it in the comments. Do y'all remember it was the teacher that got fired because of she was playing some type of movie pertaining gayness, and they fired her from the job because they said she was teaching um, sex education to little people. I'm gonna put it like that, to little people, and they fired her. She fought for her job. I don't know whether or not she got it back. I don't know. I cannot say that. But when he just said that, it just clicked. It just clicked. So I don't know. I have no idea whether the lady got a job back or not.
Honestly, right now, I know I would know. Of course, I would know all the way at this point, and in my age, that I'm gay. But like, I don't know when I would have figured it out, right? If I didn't have the representation of other people who were also going through similar things as me, especially being in school when you know that people are cruel and mean. And I've always been feminine my whole life. My parents have known. That's another thing I didn't mention, I don't think, in this take number 4, is that my parents knew since I was probably 3 or 4 years old. Like, I've always been feminine. I've always been. At one point in time I had longer hair. Like before I had shorter hair when YouTube started, but I had longer hair before. My mom would braid it and stuff. And I would always be like, I would always do that. That whole hair behind my ear thing was done many, many years before. I remember a specific time when I was, what was I singing? It was a song by Fantasia in the living room, and it was something about a boy or whatever, and I was singing it. And my dad walked in, and I know he was just like, what is going I know he was like, what is going on? But I just didn't think anything of it. I was watching, listening to Fantasia, and I was singing. And the point is that when you're that young, and when you're like just, living, bouncy and free, you don't have societal's like restrictions of what you should be or shouldn't be or whatever. And so I really didn't think anything of like what I was doing or how I was or whatever. And I always was, and I always have been gay my entire life. And I think that's so interesting. And so as of now, like in the past 4 or 5 years, I've really done my research on more things about why people are gay and what happens inside the womb, because it's very fascinating. Yes, so the way that my parents found out is that um, they brought me into their room one day. Now, let me set the scene for you guys. I don't have to set the scene all the time. I was in a play. I don't know if it was a musical or a play, but it was. I was still in middle school. I want to say I was in 7th or 8th grade at this time, so I hadn't been out to myself for very long. It had been probably 2 or 3 years or something like that. Very long in the grand scheme of my life, rather. And I think I had only been out to my best friend. Obviously, my parents knew when I was younger, right? But never really asked me personally. And then my friends at school probably already knew too. I wasn't out. I was just Darius, right? But they probably thought in their head, okay, Darius is gay. And so I'm at the high school. Okay, the reason I'm at the high school is because we would do our plays and our musicals in the high school, like auditorium or whatever, right? So it's Tech Week, and if you're not a drama person, Tech Week is like the week right before you open the show, and you're actually in your wardrobe. You actually go to the actual stage. You're not like in a room anymore just rehearsing. You're actually on the stage, figuring out lighting, and things like that. And so my dad picks me up. He's being a little like I don't know how to explain it. Like, not very responsive. He wasn't like responding to the things that I was saying in a way that he normally did. It was more of like very straightforward answers or whatever. I was like kind of like happy, or I don't know if I was like super bubbly like when I got in the car, but I just remember being like a normal. I was like a normal, like it was like a normal day. And for him, it felt like everything was like, he was in his head. He was in his mind, like thinking. And now I know that that's my dad's way of like, I don't know. That's just his way of like thinking about things, or processing things rather, right? So I get in the car. He's in his head, and I could tell. And I'm like, this is so weird. Like, maybe he's going through something or whatever. Now, mind you, my high school was like a 2 or 3 minute drive to my house. It was very, very quick. Maybe even less than that, actually. We literally live like right across the streets.
Okay. I'm so happy to know that, Darius, this is so important. I don't know if Darius gonna see this video of mine, or Beloved gonna see this video of mine, or whatnot. But for him to sit up here and really get into details, about how his daddy felt at the time, it's very deep. It's very deep, y'all. So I'm gonna play a little bit more of this, and then I'm gonna end this video, because y'all, I got some donuts from Krispy Kreme. I just got a little woozy just then too. And I probably need to eat this donut. I'm just gonna taste it. I put cheese on it. I just got a little woozy. I don't know why. Yeah, okay. But I'm glad to know that Darius came out and to share this with us. I really, really am. Like I said, I'm play a little bit more, and then I'm gonna get out of here.
So he drove me. We get home or whatever. I get into their bedroom. Again, like not thinking anything of it. I was about to tell them about my day and my time being in Tech Week, and my mom is also acting a weird way too. And a lot of you guys talked about and commented on the last video talking about how you wanted me to speak about the concept of being gay and in a Christian household. And so I basically was sitting there on the edge of their bed, and my dad starts going on this spiel about something about the Bible. I don't know. Something about the Bible. I don't remember what it was, but I was just sitting there going, okay, yeah, okay, what about it? And he was being so weird. It was so weird. Like, you have to understand, this was not my dynamic with my parents at all. Like, it was a complete 180. They're being like cold and like to themselves. And I knew something was off. So my dad starts talking about the Bible. And again, I grew up in church my whole life. And so I'm like, okay, like, what are you getting at, Dad? Like, what are you saying? He was talking about, I don't even remember what he was saying at this point, but, and so he's talking about it or whatever. And then all of a sudden.
Now, this is going to be the cool thing about it, y'all. I need a cup of water. I'm pretty sure, I guarantee you, and I'm going to keep y'all updated, that B-Love, we already know this, B-Love going to come back out here and do a video, mukbang video of, I'm done in this donut. She's going to do a mukbang video of her and Nate going to come out here and tell their part. This is going to be very interesting, right? So that's what's going to happen.
All of a sudden, he asks me, he goes, are you gay? Now, at this point, again, as you guys know I'm gay, right? And so my plan originally was that I was going to one day tell them. I had no idea when. I probably would have pushed it off as long as I possibly could have. But my plan was going to be to like write a letter to them. And I used to go to Rockford, Illinois in the summer times with my grandma. So I was going to like sneak inside and say, oh, I forgot something or whatever when they were in the car, and then go drop off this letter on their bed. And then they would like read it and find out once I was in Rockford, Illinois, so that I wouldn't at least be there when it happened, so they could like, read it. I don't know. I was like so scared to tell him. And so he asked me, he's like, are you gay? And I go, no. Right. And again, I know for a fact that I am at that point.
That's what I'm saying. And y'all know this personal yourself. These kids don't be want to tell their parents due to the fact that a lot of parents, they're not going to do anything to their child. You know what I'm saying? They just don't want to hurt their parents' feeling and break their heart. You feel where I'm coming from? So that's where a lot of this come from. A lot of, and then some parents don't know how to take it, and they may go raise the roof. Raise the roof. You feel where I'm coming from? So a lot of kids don't know how, they do know how to express themselves, but they so afraid. They so afraid. They terrified. I want to say some stuff so bad, but can't say it.
I'm like, no. And he just keeps on asking me, probably because they knew for a fact that I was, right? Which, if you have a son or a daughter who has gender characteristics that are not necessarily the norm, it doesn't mean that they're gay or lesbian or anybody in the LGBTQ community. It could just mean that they're a tomboy as a girl. I mean, as a girl, or they just don't want to, like, I don't know, wear this or that or whatever, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that it dictates their sexuality. But at the time, he said, okay, are you gay? I'm like, no. Are you gay? And I was like, okay, why aren't they believing me now? This is weird. I'm like, no, why are you asking me that? And then I think he asked me one more time. And I don't remember if it was like right after it. But he asked me one more time, and I run to the kitchen. And because I'm about to start crying, and I'm like, oh my goodness, if I start crying, this is gonna be a lot. Like, if I start crying, they're gonna know. And so they can definitely tell that I'm starting to cry when I'm saying no. And so I run to the kitchen, and I'm just like crying, like really bawling, crying. And my dad comes after me, like running into the kitchen as well, and he like hugs me from behind. And so I'm crying or whatever, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. I'm thinking in my head like, oh, they did a lot. And I still to this day think they ripped me out the closet. But anyway, so I'm crying or whatever, and then my mom, we ended up going back into the kitchen. And I'm just thinking my mom is like, just like, I don't know, she's different than my dad in the way that she copes with things. But I could also tell something was off with her too. And I think that after like I admitted that I was gay, it was just like, they didn't know what to do. It was almost like their world like was like, my son, of all people, my son is gay. And again, being gay and growing up in a Christian household, it was very, we had to figure out that dynamic. And so basically my parents were like, um, okay, not really okay. It really was like a tough time for the Gaskin family at the time. My brother's not in the house, by the way, at this point. I don't think he was.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to end this video because I do want to save a little bit for y'all to go over there and check it out. But this is very, very not touching, but I'm happy to know. When I say I'm happy to know, let me put this back on me. When I say I'm happy to know that Darius, no, I'm not saying coming out the closet because he's been out the closet, but I'm so happy to know that he did this video to share with the world because his mom have a million subscribers. You get what I'm saying? So to share with the world, so it can be some kind of at ease for teenagers. You know what I'm saying? An adult, adult do what the hell they want to do. It's a done deal. They ain't. Oh, the adults ain't hiding nothing. You feel where I'm coming from? But who's hiding it is middle school and high school and kids in college. You feel where I'm coming from? So I'm glad to know that Darius did this video, and he may not know this. He may have opened the door for a lot of people, and to be able to go to a family member and tell them, "Hey, such, this is me. I'm this here." They're not gonna say you gotta love it or leave it, but they want the family to open up their arms and embrace them. That makes sense. And Darius just don't know how many doors he have opened for children to come out and express themselves. He just don't know. He really don't know. He just made it easy for somebody else, and I'm sitting here watching his video, and at this point he has 227. Oh, no, 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 I'm reading it wrong. Reading it wrong. He has 10,713 views within 2 hours. Because I've been watching this for a minute. He had 10,713 views. That's a lot. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I'm liking his little background. He said he had on that hot jacket and them gloves, and I know he was glad to take it off. I did leave a comment to him, told him he was a beautiful young man. Excuse me, and I left it at that. So y'all, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here, and thank you for joining my channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I really, really appreciate it. And if you're not a member, become a member. And to the people that are members on my channel, I thank you so, 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 so much. I'm over here just looking. I'm Diva the Boss, Shonda Thoughts, those two ladies, Shay Shay. I mean, those ladies is awesome. Okay, Kicking with Sin City just dropped the video. Tell it like it is. I really like her as well. I really, really do. These lady here, um, even though the boss Jimmy, she don't have a YouTube channel. She don't be on it. That's my shoulder to lean on if I'm going through something. Uh, Suitcase 65. She's I like her as well. You know what I'm saying? And ladies, and gentlemen, ladies, this dude named Tony Gasket, go check him out, y'all. Tony and last name Gaskins. Go check him out. I've been following him for quite some time. Also, you got Angela Young, um, Miss V, chatting with Miss V. I am Xavier, Yolanda Aquaria. I rocks with her. Triple Head Goddess, 888. Physical, Sajalaka Eat. I most definitely, Virginia, most definitely. I like Shannon, the real truth. I've been watching her. Yeah, Kitchen Chronic. That's my sis. That's my best friend. You better get up. Go, best friend. I'm just going over some. Shannon. Y'all, I don't know if y'all rock with Xavier, Big Homie Block, Mr. Cryer, Dennis Gang, Brock and Tasha. Yes, keeping it real with Tommy. Then we got Anastasia Galadari as well. I watch Everyday PJ. I watch him as I mean also Shay and Tay. I'm new to their channel, so I haven't been watching them that much, but on YouTube watching Kimmy World. I said Mr. Cryer. Mommy of Five. Watch her also. These are some people that I watch, y'all. Teresa Plus Five. Oh yeah, I just subbed to her channel. I've been rocking with her for about a month and a half. Um, Always Forever. My boy stopped capping. Almost definitely be. Hmm. Okay, I said Virginia. Been rocking with Virginia for 5 years. Surely have. My 2 cent, Tawana, Lover. My prayers are always with her before I close my eyes. My prayers are with her when I wake up in the morning. Forever, 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 ever, forever, ever. Justin React. Up what you heard. Yes, now. Most definitely natural chat. I watch her as well. These are some people that I watch. Y'all want a good laugh? Y'all go check out the Will K Show. We got Netta and Charles, Laquana. Yeah, these are some people that keep you laughing. Yolanda Aquaria One. I rocks with her as well. Hmm. So let me get out of here. Oh, Jazzy J birthday. I've been watching Jazzy for a minute. I surely have. Let's see, Tay BTW. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. The Dennis gang. Y'all go check them out. Go and check them out. So I want to say live, love, laugh, love, live, peace, love, and happiness and all that good stuff. And you know, YouTube have people on YouTube, this stuff have really changed. Everybody have to depart their ways. Uh oh, live, love, laugh with Dark and Lovely B. Yeah, I like watching her. I really do. But a lot have changed. A lot has changed. So I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Live, love, laugh again. Laugh, love, live, peace, love, and happiness. It's 12 o'clock. And I gotta get ready to upload this video so y'all can get it at I'm doing the video. Today is Tuesday. But y'all gonna get this video Wednesday. Yeah. Wednesday at 12 o'clock. I'll see you later. Peace.